within the Camtasia studio. And we're going to talk a little bit about PowerPoint. Basically what I did was I interviewed a friend of mine, so that's on video, and then I made a PowerPoint, more or less as a storyboard, and I wanted to see if I could import the PowerPoint into Camtasia and see if it retained all of the different types of animations and different bells and whistles, and see what that would look like in comparison to Camtasia. See which one I like better. But truthfully, I like Camtasia's animations better. But we'll get started with kind of just looking at what kind of editing, very basic editing options do we have, and see if we can try to demonstrate that. So, basically what we're going to be doing in Camtasia 9 is just using our very basic multimedia editing tools. So, that kind of sums it up right there. We're just going to edit in that interview into different subtitles made in PowerPoint. Okay, so we'll be using our cut option, copy, paste, and split. And really, cut, copy, and paste really is what split is. It basically goes in there and cuts it. It makes a copy, and if you decide you want to put it back together later by using the stitch function, you can paste it back together, and it'll be as if nothing happened. But you can also just use the cut button and then do Control Z, and that often will take care of any problem that you have. But it's always nice to have a copy in case you want to use extra copies, or you just feel more comfortable having a copy on a clipboard. Okay, and there are a few other things. There's a select all option, a deselect option. You can add time markers, and that's very helpful when you're editing. You can split all. You can stitch, which we were talking about just a moment ago. And you can undo or Control Z, or what I like to say is my save my butt button. But basically, we can find pretty much all of those functions under these three menus, and we're fairly, I'm sure, familiar with the menu at the top under the editing button. And then there's a smaller editing button close to the left-hand corner of the Camtasia screen. And of course, you have your menu in if you right-click with your cursor. Okay, so let's go on to Camtasia, and I just want to show you real briefly. Here is the PowerPoint that I put together. So you can see it moves pretty fast, and it's kind of semi-difficult to get in between those quick transitions and split them up. So if you do that, you may want to put like a blank screen in between each one. Probably make, if you want to edit it when it gets over to Camtasia, probably make it a little bit easier for you. But I did not think to do that. I still was successful but it was a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. So that's pretty much it. Then I also have some videos here. So essentially, I just want to snap open the PowerPoint and edit in some of the voice interviews and make it smooth and make it seamless. So where do we find those functions? So we did talk about this a moment ago. We have our editing menu at the top, and I do want to point out that if you don't have anything selected, you're probably not going to have anything to click on. So I clicked on a track, and you can see right here how we have all of our different options. And that makes it, so much easier. We can actually click on the buttons. Okay, and then right down here we have that little left editing menu that I was talking about. And that makes it a lot easier than having to click way up here and scroll down. You can just click right on the option that you want. So we have the undo option. And we also have cut option, which just basically cuts the selection that you want for the timeline, and it does automatically save a copy to the clipboard. Right here you can copy a section, and that's awful nice, especially if you want to increase some time, make something longer, or more lengthy by editing an extra copy in. Works sometimes, other times it doesn't. You can also just stretch your tracks if you need your time frame to be longer. Here's a clipboard. And here you can see where what was on the clipboard just automatically showed up on the screen, and of course I don't want those tracks, so you have to be careful of accidentally clicking on the screen, because you might wind up with something extra that you don't want, you don't know where it came from, and you kind of get convoluted and confused. It's really not hard to do that. So I just undid those 2 clicks. And then right here is split. So basically the little icon really just shows you how it just splits one track into 2. And if for some reason you go about your business, come back the next day, and you decide you want to put those 2 tracks back together, you can do that by right-clicking and clicking on Stitch. So I'm going to just give you a brief example of that. So you can see that I have my little time thing, let's say right here, and I have this selected, and I decide I want to split it. So I'm going to pull this out. Sorry kids, sometimes I have a little trouble. There we go. Okay, so you can definitely see where this got split. These are 2 separate entities. So now we're going to fix that. We're going to bring them back together. And you can see when it's together, because this line will turn yellow. Then we should be able to right click. There we go. And if we right click and we skedaddle up our different options here. We'll see Stitch Media at the very top. So let's click on Stitch Media. Well, you can see where it's been stitched together now. We try to move it. It moves all as one piece. So it's been stitched together. You can actually see a little stitch line in there. Right about there. And sometimes you'll see like a green envelope where something has been stitched together. You can see here where I've stitched some stuff together and it has a green envelope. Okay. So, I think pretty much everything else is really self-explanatory. Just thinking if I have forgotten anything else. I don't think so. Okay, well, I thank you for listening to this video, supporting this video. I hope that you enjoy editing in Camtasia 9 and using PowerPoint to do that. And I hope that you have a very happy and joyful day.